Hello, everybody. This time we are in Copenhagen. Seeing DanielMarPoker is a fellow AC streamer. Just make sure that you fit. Thanks for meeting. My pleasure.
My pleasure.
And this is a gift for you.
Oh.
Are you large size or medium? You look a bit bigger than
I'm probably large, yeah.
So this is large.
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
So,
Stormers for life.
yeah, so Daniel is from Copenhagen. He lived in Copenhagen, but he's not Danish. We will talk about this. And as always, to start, how the fuck you started playing poker and why?
Well,
Echo. Probably my one is echoing, isn't it? I think my one is echoing.
Okay.
Yeah, we can. Okay. We'll speak to one. We just need to,
we'll do that one, yeah.
Lean towards that.
Yeah.
Is it better now? It should be good.
All right.
So
Okay.
yeah.
How did I start? What's the other question? How did I start?
Yeah. How? When did you start? How did you start? And far I know you've been in the poker for a while.
Yeah.
Haven't you?
Okay. So started off I basically met the game just through my handball coach back in the day. We were just
handball.
Yeah, we were just playing handball. We were traveling, and my coach, he was like, because we were always like putting money in the slot machines and whatever. We were like, I don't know, 15, 16 years old, and he's like, play poker, da da da. So and then I got the idea I can actually make money from okay. I didn't really think make money. That took some years to think about making money from it, but it was exciting to then I could just pretend to have something that I don't have, just go all in and like bully people. So
you said you were 16 years old.
I think that's when that handball thing was. That's when somebody introduced me to the game. So, and the thought of like bluffing and just pretending that I like when having nothing and just going all in and make somebody fold a good hand. Just that's what charmed me. Yeah. So that's how I was introduced to it. But later on, then people were just playing just some hobby shit, and yeah, I caught up and just basically fell in love with the game. Yeah.
So you said you were 16. How old are you now?
Oh, 20. No, I'm 34, I think. Yeah.
You're not following. I'm 35. So
yeah.
Probably I'm older than.
Well, we look 20 something, so that's good.
Yeah. You know, if we shaved, we would look like probably we wouldn't sell alcohol. So
yeah.
It happens often.
Yeah.
So yeah, and streaming, and you say you played the handball. Was it like for a long time or?
Yeah, well, for a long time. I mean, yeah, like 10, 12 years.
No, you never made it to professional.
No, I was pretty good at both football and handball, but started drinking pretty early, and I didn't really like rules. Still don't. So I just easily just and quit all sports when I was like 18, I think. But yeah, I had some potential in handball, but
was it in Iceland or Denmark?
That was in Iceland. Yeah, we just moved here to Denmark 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Yeah, my girlfriend went to school here, so.
So that was the reason.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And now you're married, or you're still?
Oh no. She hasn't gone down on her knees yet, so.
You're still waiting for proposal.
I don't wait for nothing, man. Shit just happens.
Yeah, but you have a little boy.
Yeah, we have a little boy, man. 11 months old. Yeah.
This is probably more important than getting married, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. This gave me life, man. Just changed everything.
How old is he now?
11 months in 6 days.
So it will be 1 year next month.
Yeah, correct.
November. Oh, I think we talked about that.
Yeah, November 21. Yeah.
And my daughter is November 23rd.
Oh
I think
of course,
we talked on.
Yeah,
we can celebrate together. So we start 21st and finish 23rd.
Yeah, exactly. We have a 3-day party. I like that.
Celebrating kids' birthday.
Old school.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. And streaming, how did you come to streaming world?
It was quite interesting actually. I was I was basically at the bottom. I was at the rock bottom. My ex-girlfriend had dumped me, and I didn't know what to do. And I hadn't really been playing that much, like for like 1 year or so. When there was this company that was starting like a HUD, like poker tracker or something. It was called Giovaro. And it was like a startup business, and they were supposed to be a massive thing. It was pretty cool actually, but they never really made it. But they offered me just an office and fucking equipment and everything. Just asked me if I wanted to like play and do it live. I was like, fuck. I was about to say no, but then my friend, one of the guys at the company, said, "What the fuck are you doing these days, man? You're not doing nothing. So like, why don't you just?"
So they even gave you equipment and office and everything.
Yeah, everything. They just put it in my face, and I had to work with it.
How did they find you?
Oh, they just knew. Iceland is so small. We
Oh,
were
it was
only like we're only like 5.
So they were
pros.
from Iceland.
Yeah,
the Jvaro.
Yeah, I think it started with Icelandic guys. There was some mix of I think Norwegians or some shit. I don't really know, but their base was in Iceland, and they offered me just this stuff, and I said I had no bankroll, so I was broke as a joke, man. So they offered me bankroll, and they would just basically just stake me into starting this shit, and like yeah, fuck it. Then I did, and the stream went just basically flying. It was very.
How long ago it was?
Well, it was. Ooh, what are we? 22 now. Probably like 2014, 15.
Oh shit, that's a long time ago. And it was on Twitch.
Yeah, it was on Twitch. Yeah, and you didn't know all this, no?
4 years ago, I didn't know that the Twitch exists.
Yeah. So yeah, it was actually I was actually like I was probably like top 20, like maybe like at some moments top 10 in the poker category on Twitch. Way smaller back then, but
so comparing to me, you're like a dinosaur.
I really am, yeah. Definitely, yeah.
21 years old and a dinosaur.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's how it all started, and yeah, so yeah,
I've seen that you had like a lot of bumps and like during your poker career.
Yeah.
So how was it? Because you used to play like pretty high.
Yeah. That's what was up back in the day. The games were easier, and I had nothing to lose, so it was just party and poker for me, but mostly party. So I never really gave much into it, but then that's why I basically quit. So I was like playing high stakes and whatever, and then every time when variance hit me hard and we started losing, I just gotten money from somewhere to keep on playing, whatever, paid the rent, and then just it was just too much of a. So that's why I quit. I actually quit. I was streaming, playing, the channel was hot, but yeah, then I quit. And
when did you quit?
2017, 2008, 17, 18.
And you started playing again like recently, no?
2.5 years ago. That's when I started.
2.5.
Yeah, so it was like I didn't play almost at all for like 2 years, but like for 4 years, it was just more. I was at a bad place in my life. Just had nothing to like in my head, nothing to do or whatever. So I was just drinking, having fun, I thought I'd be young forever. So yeah,
You're still out.
yeah. I'm young and pretty again, but it's yeah. It was a really weird situation. But then when I moved to Copenhagen and started like I started school, tried some work, but I just fucking hated it, man. I started when I was 21. I quit my job with $1,500 to go pro. So that's how.
That's optimistic.
Yeah, that's very optimistic, but it worked out then. But if you're not focused, a lot of people think that they can just party in poker, but yeah,
No.
it's not sustainable. So yeah, I decided to start playing again when I got diagnosed with arthritis. I couldn't walk and do anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so I had to quit school. Was fired from a job, and I was just living in Denmark with my girlfriend. She was finishing school. Like, okay, fuck. So I start playing again, I guess, and I started playing. It didn't go well at first. It was just I was just way behind. The game had evolved so much, and yeah, I was just losing. Yeah, it was weird. But then yeah, then I caught up a little bit, studied a little bit, and things started rolling again.
So how is it now? It's getting better, isn't it?
Oh yeah, man! It's been actually like the last 2 months have been fucking amazing. Just boom, boom, boom. I quit drinking like 2 months ago. So I decided to like after my son got born, I got more focused on like what you have to do, not more like what you want to do. So yeah, I just put everything into it, and I started running better as well. It's not all just me. Just oh wow, fuck, I'm limitless and good shit when not drinking. But
Yeah,
yeah,
people at typing like mindset is very important in poker, and yeah, definitely.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's one of the most important things. Yeah,
Because if you don't have a right mindset, you won't do like the right things in poker. You will think like you are an example probably. Like I will, it will be like a breeze.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just play. Money will falling from the sky, and I'll just
yeah, yeah.
It's probably it's not that easy probably.
No,
Maybe up to some level you can be like a bit profitable, but if you don't study, if you don't have those pillars, you need to kind of have those three pillars, I think, in poker, like mindset, then you need to study, and
yeah,
then you need the bankroll management,
yeah,
which probably most of those weren't in your
yeah. Oh
in
no,
your
no, no.
list.
Fuck that shit. No, no, no. The thing is, the reason I never had any money. I was a crusher in the like low up to like the mid stakes, but I never had any money. And some of my friends were like, "How the fuck don't you have any money?" They looked at my shark scope and like, "You're making a shit ton of money." I'm like, "Fuck that shit, man." Now money comes and goes, but you know, now when I have to have responsibilities, like I have a baby, I have to pay rent and stuff like that. I just I watch out what I buy in for, and yeah, it's just you're just fucked if you go just play whatever the fuck you want, and then you start losing. You won't realize it until you have basically nothing, you know. So so yeah, I'm not gonna go there again. Never.
So becoming a stormer and be sponsored by ACR probably helped you a lot.
Yeah, yeah, especially because I was on a downswing for like almost 2 years. So it was like, is this fucking real? I didn't even know you can hit variance. Like a variance could hit you this hard, but yeah, it was just crazy. I was down to baby stakes, just playing uh, like $3 tournaments, $5 tournaments, and I was still just losing and losing my fucking mind as well. So
So how long ago you became a stormer,
um,
and how did it happen? Just
I think it's about a year. And I was just, 'cause I was always like trying, because I was streaming. I didn't really, I had no direction. To, like, I didn't really know what I was doing. I just decided to start streaming again because my channel was very popular back before I quit. So I decided to go back in, and then like fuck, few viewers, man, shit, and yeah, I had to grind it all up again, and there was no extra money. Yeah, some free tools for advertisement or whatever, but there was no money or whatever. So I started just thinking about like, okay, how can I get more money? Because I make more money when I play off stream. So I thought like, okay, how can I make more like make money while I stream? So I decided to just check out the options, and then I saw basically I think it was just on America's Card Rooms.
Yeah, they had that webpage.
Yeah, on the webpage. Yeah, so I basically just sent them an email, and they just offered me a meeting, and boom, I was in.
Was it Adam already, or that previous manager?
Oh, the previous one. Yeah, can't recall his name.
I think Jason.
Yeah, something like that.
And then when you came, like Adam came. No?
Yeah, I think Adam came like probably like 3-4 months after. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
So what you haven't said? You're playing MTTs, yeah? Never.
Yeah.
Have you ever played cash games or any other formats?
Well, when I was fucking everything up, I used to play just live
everything.
Games. Yeah, everything, absolutely.
I know how it works.
Yeah, just playing the live. I was just playing the live cash games because in Iceland they have this credit system, and when like because I've made money playing poker for like 14 years, so I got a lot of credit. Even though I don't have anything in my wallet, the clubs they still loan you money, and so I just wake up maybe 2-3 days later and
that's what happened in Iceland, like 2008, and banks being fucked. And
but it's after that. It's like 2015 to 2018, 2014 to 18. Yeah. So I just basically woke up after playing for 2-3 days straight. I owe like $5,000 or whatever, just what I lost. Like fuck,
Yeah, that is probably the worst thing to do when you play poker and then take a loan or whatever to play a poker. This is like road to hell.
Yeah,
because you get, even if you have like a bankroll and you play and then you go down, you feel like experiencing downswing. Even then, it's extremely hard because you need to kind of support yourself, especially if you have a family. You need to support the family. And you're running bad, you don't know where to get the money. But if you take a loan, it adds so much. This is the worst. So this is one of those don't do's. Never.
Yeah.
Never ever.
Don't play for the money you don't have. That's a good rule. Yeah, for sure. So that's what I played mostly cash games. But MTT's online always been. Yeah, I'm probably break even playing live cash games, but yeah. Earn some money playing online MTTs.
What is your biggest win on MTTs?
23,000. I won $215 bounty builder on a Sunday. Back in the day, it was on stream as well. It was like my biggest stream ever for sure. Like up to 2,000 some viewers.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, it was huge. And back then, my like Jivaro, the company, some of my friends were working there. They were like, "Why don't you fucking do like?" Because I just streamed whenever I liked, like 2 times a week or whatever, just no volume really. So they was pushing me to do it. I was like, "Yeah, I do it in my own time. I'm a fucking star, man. I was all made. I was made. I was a fucking king of my own head." But it wasn't so then.
Yeah, sooner or later, life proves things.
Yeah, you gotta work hard, man.
Yeah, they put into the right places everything.
Yeah,
especially in poker. I remember as well, like when I didn't have that correct mindset, when I didn't understand what the fuck poker is. It was like as well, like 12 years ago, 10 years ago, when I never studied too much. You play poker. I've never played big tournaments back then. But you win a tournament, you get like $2,000 for $3,000. Back then, it was pretty big money, and I was still like in a uni, in a school, and you think, oh yeah, now I'm fucking gonna, smash everyone, and
it's gonna be easy.
Yeah, like I will be picking money like leaves from the trees,
Yeah.
And then it turns around like very quickly. You go play some cash, you lose everything, and then kind of crushes you.
Yeah, you need. Yeah, it's just poker is more hard work than people can imagine.
Yeah, there's very important thing is just to realize what it is. Like you need to come to that certain point where you realize that there is like variance. You need to study, otherwise you have no chance.
Yeah.
If you don't do this, then you need to follow those pillars. You need to work on your mindset. You need to have that proper bankroll management, or like being a stable who provides you a bankroll. And yeah, it's not a gambling. It's like marathon which you need to run. It's not like a sprint.
For sure.
And
yeah,
you need to kind of comprehend this, need to understand, otherwise you'll just get in a shitty situation where you have been.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so hard when you're at rock bottom. It's so hard to work your way from it.
Yeah, definitely.
But, you have no resources, you have no money, so you can't really do anything.
And it's, in poker it's like a particularly hard, because somewhere else, let's imagine that you're, for example, playing handball, and you become a big star, then you as well like start drinking and you go to that bottom. Then you say, okay, I will take myself into hands, and I will start working, quit drinking, quit, for example, using drugs, and you stop those things and you start working, and probably you will see that progress very soon.
Yeah.
In poker, it's different.
Yeah, you
can do all good things, but you can still there is no fucking results. I still don't have.
Then there's variance, man. Yeah, you can do every single thing perfectly, but you just run it bad,
and you can crush again if you don't have that proper mindset. So you lived in Iceland. You played poker over there, and now you live in Denmark for a long time. Can you compare those two countries? Because Iceland is probably an amazing country. Like,
in a way,
pretty much everyone would like to visit. I think about Denmark, not too many people know that much, because Denmark, and if you have never been here, probably you don't know too much, especially if you're not from Europe. Because I've been in Denmark many times. I know Copenhagen. It's a beautiful, very, very beautiful.
It's a very nice city. Yeah.
A lot of freedom. You can do pretty much whatever you want here, and you can drink beer in central Copenhagen in front of a cup, and
it's pretty chilled and nice. It's awesome to live here. But Iceland just
and this guy loved Copenhagen. This motherfucker. That's why he kept drinking for 48 hours. Oh, come back.
Oh, Pokels.
Yeah, he said he wants to stay here in Copenhagen because of the freedom.
It's a very nice city to live in, Copenhagen.
But it's big. I mean, a lot of people here.
Yeah,
pretty crowded, like most.
Yeah, for me, I don't know how big. Are you from Lithuania, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Copenhagen is like half of Lithuania.
Yeah. Okay. So, but for Iceland, Iceland is like
big village.
Yeah, it's a big village in Denmark, basically. I think in Copenhagen per se, there live more people than in whole Iceland.
I think 5 times more.
No. Actually, yeah.
Like if you take all metropolitan area, way like 5-6 more times.
Yeah. So but still the country is smaller. So
country is small, but like half of the country live in Copenhagen.
Yeah, exactly. But some of them a lot of them are Icelandic people as well.
A lot of Icelandic.
Yeah, I think like 80,000. But it's a go-to. I mean, Denmark used to own Iceland.
Yeah, I mean, all those countries.
Yeah, so just Iceland goes to university here and yada yada yada. So yeah, there are a lot of Icelandic people here.
So can you compare those two countries in terms of poker? Are there a lot of like poker players in Iceland?
I mean, poker
out of these 300,000 people.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to like have like an established ongoing tournament thingy going on in Iceland because so few. The community is so small. But the cash games are always alive, but it's always a gray area. It's not allowed.
I thought Denmark had some of the highest taxes in Europe. Yeah, they do. But
Yeah.
Denmark is pretty expensive country. It's not
very expensive.
It's not as expensive as Norway because the Norwegian people from Norway come here to have parties and stuff. But yeah, like for us, it's
it's good.
pricey.
But same. Iceland is just about as pricey, but it's tax free to play poker here. So.
Oh, really? Okay, we will think about it.
Yeah. So
but do they have some regulations? Can you play in all poker rooms?
No, you cannot. No, they have to reach some deals.
Because I tried to log into 888 Poker, they do not allow.
Yeah, you cannot. No, you have to basically have a residency in Denmark.
Oh, you need to put those like
you have a Danish account,
numbers, like national insurance number, something like that.
Yeah. So you can't just turn on. Some of my friends came over, tried to log on to some of the sites and couldn't do it. So yeah, you need to basically have residency and show like bank statement and shit, and make a Danish account.
But to log in, I think I could log in everywhere else. I only couldn't like log into 888 Poker, but Poker Stars, ACR, you can log in everywhere. GG Poker, you can log in everywhere. It's just about creating account, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Do you play any live poker over here in Copenhagen or Denmark or anywhere?
I try to go to the when there's some extra juicy tournaments, like not buy-in wise, just there are a lot of tournaments here, like 20 to 40 people tournaments, but since I make money playing online, I don't really make much money if I one table.
Live poker is more of a kind of hobby, for
online poker players for sure. So
unless you play very high, and then you can make money, but
so in the long run it's pretty hard. But so I play some like 3-4 times a year I go and play a live tournament.
Because me and Marius, we've been to Malta for Battle of Malta.
Oh yeah.
So like 1 week ago, that was the first big event, and man, it's so nice. No, it didn't go. I played I fired 2 bullets in the main event. The second bullet I lost with with kings against tens on a river. But field is like, fuck, man. I haven't seen, when you play like $10 tournaments, I haven't seen people doing shit like they did $500 tournaments.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So much. There's so much value, but you need bankroll and you need time because,
Marius qualified for day 2 of main event, so they played 14 hours to reach the bubble to burst for bubble to burst to get into money and to qualify for day 2. Bubble took 1 hour.
Oh yeah.
There were 332 people remaining. 331 get into the money.
Wow.
300, not like 50.
No.
And they played 6 hands, 1 hour, because like hand for hand live takes way longer than online. They need to deal, they need to wait, and then fuck. So nobody even got dealt kings into aces. It's like crazy. Yeah. So we waited for 1 hour for him to finish, and it ended 3 a.m. Started I think 11.
Oh wow.
Started 11 a.m. and shit.
No rest, just eat, sleep.
So but then that like ICM pressure becomes immense.
Yeah, man, you put all this time and you want to get money. It's like 1.5 times entry fee or whatever that you get back from min cashing.
Min cash was 2x.
2x, yeah. So it's a lot of money, especially for those who are just I'm gonna allow myself to play this tournament, and then you're on the bubble. But
it's probably more not about the money, but about the effort you already put. Like you played fucking 14 hours, and if you now bust, it's really just so pity.
Yeah, exactly. But online you just you go all in, take a little gamble, and you
lose. You click register and play another one, and fuck it. But live, it's. So if you have a big stack there, you can take such a huge advantage of it if you know how to do it. And the funny thing is, when they play live, at the beginning, when they have a bunch of chips, they do fucking nonsense. They play loose, like calling stations. If they limp, they're gonna call whatever you isolate. And once you get to the like pass through the late registration and they have like 20 big blinds, then they play fucking only aces.
Then they just
and then if you have that stack, you can exploit them.
Yeah, it's a whole different game for sure. Yeah.
There are some messages. I seem to remember Dane winning a major live turn and the announcer saying he had to pay like 50% tax on.
No, that's bullshit. You don't have to pay anything for as a Dane, but
I think it might be Norway because
it might be Norway.
Norwegian won the last main event, I think.
Yeah.
Remember how important it is to have a supportive community and having people around you that help building and supporting that community. This is like one of the most important things, I would say. This is the best way to improve yourself in poker. If you have a community who like knows how to play poker, because especially nowadays, if you try to find information about poker, you can find all sort of information and you will just get lost like in a fucking forest. So if you have people who've been, winning players and they know how to study, they know kind of a system which they can apply to study. This is like very good thing to have.
Yeah.
Or if you have a friend or friends or whatever.
Also just nobody likes to hear like bad beat stories and stuff like that. But if you got somebody to talk to, like when you're on a downswing, the downswing can last forever. So like having like study buddies and stuff like that just changes everything. So yeah, it's very important to have supportive people around you when you're playing.
Yeah, if you have, for example, like a coach and you're downswinging, you're losing a lot of money, then you do a lesson, like a hand history review, and he kind of gives you assurance that you're not as shit as you think. Because in poker, when you have a downswing, you start thinking like, fuck, I'm fucking useless. Because, the result is not dependent on how good you are in the short term.
Yeah.
Like exactly. not like in other areas.
Yeah.
Where in other sports, like if you put effort, probably will get like, the result accordingly. Yeah. In poker, you can put as much effort as you want, but like in 1 month, 2 months, you can still be running bad, and then you will start thinking that you're shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But maybe you've been coolering. You might go to Poker Tracker and see like your BB per 100 hands, and you see like -10. But maybe you've been cooled.
Like cooled it every time.
It was especially when I played Spin and Goes, because you play a lot of games. Then you see all kind of coolers, all kind of suckouts. You like
always all in. You're always all in.
Yeah, every day you are bombarded by that shit, and and then after like few bad sessions, you play like 500 tournaments, which is extremely low volume in Spin and Goes.
Yeah.
And then you think, oh, probably I just suck. But then you take a lesson, and he reassures that you will never be doing everything correctly, but they say like you're not a piece of shit.
You feel like you're on the right path, and like getting some reassurance is very important.
Yeah, definitely. This is my like first advice. If you want to get good in poker, if you want to start learning, find a community. Like, I don't know, there are people who offer like seminars and stuff. Then you will get into Discord, and there will be like people who are doing the same as you, and there will be a guy who kind of more advanced, and there are like not even that expensive. I think I used to be in a webinar which costs like $100 a month, which is pretty much nothing.
Yeah,
when you play poker, you will get those money back very like
for sure.
They fixes one of your leaks and it pays back basically. So communities is super important. So we can talk about how you are trying to improve your game, because they asked about that.
Yeah, I've got a coach. But since, like I said, I have an 11-month-old child, so it's very hard to fit in. I have a little work on the side as well, just some basically construction to simple it down a bit. But so just fitting in study has been very hard for me. But I make time for. I have coaching lessons like once a month. I wish I could more. Wish I could put more time into study because, and then I have to stream as well. Got to put in the hours. As you know, we get paid, like average viewers in hours. So you have to put in hours to get paid, and
yeah, there is a big advantage of being a streamer because you will have those money no matter how bad you run. But there is kind of,
if you're sponsored,
there is little disadvantage when you know that you will get money at the end of the month, no matter how much effort in studying you will put. It's a bit more difficult to make yourself study your ass. Because if you don't stream, then you need to study no matter what, because it will, your life depends on it.
Yeah, exactly.
When you are a streamer, it kind of, I can go
choose from, should I just play, stream, study, blah blah,
Yeah, you can open like $1 tournament, one table, and blah 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 blah. Because your expenses would be like $1, and
yeah, exactly.
But and there are some streamers who do that. They are more like streamers, not poker players.
But still, they're like recreational players, but they're streaming it.
Yeah, they live from stream. Yeah. So then this is okay.
Yeah, that's all right, man. Yeah, I mean, everybody chooses their own path,
but
yeah.
Me and you probably you would like to achieve something.
Yeah, for sure. Especially because when I quit the poker scene back in the day, I was way ahead of the curve. I was very good in comparison to the population, and I was say the money opportunities were very big. So per se, if I would have had bankroll management back then and put in some hours study, then we'd be in a different place. I'd be I would have a lot of money. I'm pretty sure, because the games were so easy. But I didn't have it, so I had to like fucking suck it up and start again and realize the fact it's so important to be like self-critical. If you're playing poker, you got to be self-critical. You can't just fucking hunt your chips and then ask somebody their opinion, and then when they give you your opinion, they're like, no. It's just he doesn't really have those hands in the range, so I just jam all in. So like, if you want to study poker, you have to be self-critical. You have to be able to listen to what other people say. Sometimes they're wrong, whatever, but just listen, take it in, and try to improve. Like from that spot, check what they say. Then you go to a solver, whatever. Check out if it's good or not, and then fuck, I was wrong. Then you learn from it and you move forward. But so many poker players like, no, I'm not wrong. That solver, that's some fucking freaky shit. It just does some crazy things. That was a good shove.
Yeah, ego.
Yeah, ego. You gotta battle your ego, man.
Yeah, and ego in poker is like extremely bad thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, but it's like it's inevitable. You have to, like, you always have to cut some part of your ego to improve. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, there should be no ego at all, because whenever you play poker, sometimes somebody 3-bet jams, and you always like that ego inside you. That motherfucker is, it's bullying me. Fuck it. It's 9 out of times you are wrong, but it's still like, there are no fucking bluffs at all. No.
Yeah.
He's just fucking.
Yeah, you just drop poker theory and just put your ego on the table. You lose, bro. You lose.
Yeah, I used to do that, but it probably still happens, but like very occasionally.
It does.
Yeah. We should have questions. We need to run through those because we got like 30 more minutes, and then we'll play heads up. By the way, heads up. I got 4 wins and only 1 loss.
Oh fuck! Then you're in.
You're not allowed to win.
You're in some trouble, baby.
And you know how the way Nicola won? He gave me rakia, weed, and then he won.
Okay. Oh no! S&P, he won.
He won. He's a dodgy man. He used my weak.
Yeah. Okay. He brought the fucking the Serbian drink, and
he got like 3 bottles of rakia.
Yeah, he fucked you up with that shit. Yeah. That's his game.
Yeah, this is like mental game. This is mental game.
Yeah.
Poker juice and poker smoke. Yeah, these are for Nicola probably. Juices for me was kryptonite. Didn't help me at all, I think. Let's run through those questions.
Yeah. Oh, was that alcohol free?
Yeah, definitely.
Always delivering.
Okay, Yankee, how you get into poker and streaming career? Yeah, we talked
kind of went
about
over
that.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, another thing is like from when you started, taking poker more seriously. It was not that long ago, wasn't it?
No.
Like studying
no, just basically started studying like 2 years ago. I had some troubles. Just I knew I had to study, but I just didn't know how, and that's a very common problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, try to start studying. Da, da, da. Then yeah, just bought some shit on some training sites. But got through that here and there. But I never really put like 2-3 hours into studying at once. But that's why I really needed to get coaching, because I just
it's good to have a coach.
Yeah.
The thing about like those courses and again, when you buy a course, like you like Google, you find some. There are like a lot of them, and then you buy one. Like you always go for a cheaper one first.
Yeah.
Then you start studying, and let's say you're still not winning, and then you start thinking, okay, that course is shit. I will buy another one, and it will help me more. You know,
no, you can't get really reassured at once. Just you can get coaching, you can get so much better, you can do all the right things, but then you run bad. You're like, fuck this coach. This coach fucking
he's
sucks.
an idiot.
I'm gonna fuck him up. So
that's where the poker is like tricky, because of that result doesn't come like it do not correlate straight away with the effort you put.
Yeah.
But in the long term, it will definitely correlate.
For sure.
Okay, yesterday Daniel mentioned in his stream that Stormers are working more as a team, especially with the raids. Do you guys think there can be done more to get that real team feeling? ACR Stormers are really like a team. It's really nice community.
Yeah, since like I said, like 1 year ago, I came in. And when big shout out to Adam, it's payday. He's basically our manager, and there's a lot, like he gives a lot of like just personal, and he's always got the team in his head. He wants to do some good shit for the team, and just out of nowhere, I felt just starting getting vibes from other teammates, some raise, because we all just know each other via internet. We just we have we're meeting for the first time, but we talked like a bunch of times. So it's like it's obviously very hard to glue that stuff together, but I just felt it like the last few months that like the ACR Stormer team is like becoming more of a group, and I can only see big things coming for sure.
Yeah, and ACR is like they are putting a lot of efforts to improve things. Yeah. And regarding other Stormers, even if there is like personal issues, like I don't know, something bad happens, a relative gets sick, or I don't know.
Yeah, then you get a break.
Passes away. They do like charity things and stuff like that. And trying
very
to
good
support like fundraising and
yeah, for sure, man.
How was the beginning of the career?
Yeah, it's actually a good one, because like I said, I can't remember. It was either $1,200 or $1,700. Like I said, 2009. September 2009, I quit my job. Let's just say $1,500. We'll go in the middle. So I had to pay rent and everything, but still I was like, fuck that shit. I'm going pro. I'm not working. I'm never gonna work again. Fuck that shit. So I quit everything. And then two of my friends, one of them was a big ass cash game crusher. He used to play fucking. He played Dan, what's he called? Monkey fucking what's it called? Dan, one of the most famous poker players in the world.
The Bilzinger.
No, Bilzerian. No. Dan, Jungleman Dan. Jungleman Dan. Yeah, I used to play him. He was like playing in the nosebleeds, big shit stuff. And then there was another guy who was just crushing the tournaments. You know, winning. He won. One time he won like 180K. One win, pretty nice. So I was hanging around with them, and they were talking about going to Costa Rica. That was when I like 1 month after I decided to go pro. First month went well, but then we went to Costa Rica for like a month and just playing, partying, having fun, and I just realized, fuck, we're good because the life fields they're just so much softer. So we were like, okay, well, I'm like, wow, all right, now here life begins, and then. And I went very deep in that tournament. Actually, there's a YouTube video on me. Like, there's an interview, and we were like 13, 14 left, $200,000 for first place, and I was the chip leader. And they were like interviewing me, like, yeah, but I'm like cocky as fuck. It was very good. Then some crazy shit happened on the felt. I got like, I'm not kidding, 13 left. I got pocket tens in against 4-3 suited in a 6-bet all-in pot. So and I lost that hand with tens from chip lead. And then I busted I think 11th. I got $8,000, and I, like in my head when you're the chip leader, 13 left, I'm like, yeah, that's like 1/5 of $1 million. Okay, now.
I used to do like that.
Yeah.
When you run good, like
big tournaments,
you run deep, and then you start thinking, okay, what am I gonna buy when I win that one?
Exactly, yeah. And my head was there basically, but then it didn't happen. I went out like break even from the trip because I made like $10,000 from the trip a month abroad. It's a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of partying, having fun. So then I came back, and then they just opened the floodgates, and I started a downswing, just a pretty fucking bad downswing. So I was broke by February. So I went pro in September, skyrocketed, boom, 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 living large. But then I was broke in February. A friend of mine he lended me money so I could play. Then I had to lend money. I think I borrowed money from like 5 people over that course of my first downswing. So again, bankroll management is important. Yeah. So that's how my career started. But I always owed that money. Every time I won something, I paid back, paid some back, and it was just like this. Instead of just okay, let's take 1 year, work hard, play less. I kept on partying, kept on doing the shit, but I never really gave a fuck about my career. I didn't really think of it as something I cared about like I do now. So that's how I tried to do it, but I was always broke, paying back debts that I was getting a loan from for playing, getting money from other people to play poker, either paying them percentages or just spending the money I earned. So it was a really rocky basically start, like a yo-yo, and it was like this like most of the time. Like 2 years, yeah, I had nice money, whatever. Never ever rich. People thought I was rich. I liked the idea of people thinking that I was rich. I thought it was cool. So,
but in poker world, probably there are like a lot of even very very well known people who are like you, but in even higher,
in a higher scale.
They are on those popular TV shows and stuff, but they are broke as shit. They own a lot of money to other guys, and even like top poker players, as they show that.
Yeah, they still exist.
But you can never check how much money they actually lost, because there is like how much money they won, but there is no how much money they spent.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying winning those monies. Yeah, it might be like tricky.
Yeah, for sure. But that's how my poker career started, and it was easy for me because I never liked any job. I didn't like school, so I just kept on doing this. I was making a lot of money, like my ROI, just out of the roof. Just wow, this guy, whoa, he must live in the good life. Must be living the good life, but yeah, no. Then I'm like fucking drunk 3 days in a row. Just then I'm talking about 3 days in a row without sleep. So it was crazy times, but sure was fucking fun. I tell you.
Yeah, you got things to remember. Maybe don't remember.
Yeah, some of them I don't.
Yeah, if you go to those like big events as well, it's the vibe, the like whole environment over there. Like the malt is one of the best places to party and stuff. So you play, then you can get like pissed, and you can you can easily get access to drugs and stuff, and it's
Yeah, do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah,
it's pretty easy to
Malta, right?
yeah, and Malta, and like Malta is an example. There are bunch of places like that. If you go to like I don't know Caribbean and all those big tournaments.
How much was the buy-in for Malta?
Main event was 550
euros.
Yeah. Like one of the biggest and cheapest major.
I'm on next year for sure. Yeah, my kid's just too young now, but yeah, I'm on next.
But they managed it was 1 million guarantee, but they managed to reach 2 million.
Okay, wow.
Because it's kind of affordable. 500.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and then re-entry, right?
Yeah. How much does it weigh to be on stream and play real money? How much does it?
It doesn't really weigh anything anymore. But when you play bigger tournaments, like the other day, I won a satellite to a $1,000 tournament, the W Coupe, and then I was like, boom, zone in, gotta focus, da da da. So, but like when I'm playing my game, like just as you know, when you're playing your own tournaments, what you usually do, it doesn't. You're not like, oh fuck, I just busted $50. No, it doesn't really. It takes some time to get used to it. That you probably are going to lose today. You're going to put some fucking time and effort, and you're not going to win any money. You're going to be losing. So as soon as you get that straight in your head that you're probably going to lose, they're like, I'm not saying you got to be pessimistic. Just that.
Yeah, this is a reality.
Yeah, the reality is you lose like
70% of your sessions will be losing sessions. Yeah. This is like mathematics. It's just no matter how good you are, you will. It doesn't. Happen.
Yeah. So I understand when recreational or like amateur players they go play, sometimes decide to play big or whatever, and then the whole month is ruined because they lost the money they decided to gamble for. How we think is like, I got this bankroll, I'm ready to lose this much tonight. Sometimes we exceed that and we play for more, we do more re-entries or whatever, and that's more like, what did I do? But that's all it is. You got to be a little cold. You got to be pretty cold. So it doesn't like the money side of things. Losing money is very tough, on downswing, whatever. But in a one session per se, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, so, and then streaming helps, because as I said, at the end of the month you will still get a paycheck.
Yeah, exactly. So they cover the downswing. Actually, just that's how I thought about it. Like, because we get money from being a stormer and advertising stuff, and like, okay, I'm just gonna watch out. I won't lose more than I will make.
Yeah, the most important is like for streamer, it's like for everyone it's super important to have a bankroll management, but as a streamer, because like at the end of the month you will get that money, so you have your bankroll, so this is like your tool.
Yeah,
and you need to use it properly. Yeah. And you cannot go wrong way if you just follow it, even like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you still need to be a winning player, otherwise sooner or later that bankroll will go down.
Yeah.
But tell about poker and poker community in Iceland. Do you feel alone there? He's in Copenhagen, but he's from Iceland.
Yeah, I am from Iceland, but so I don't really know the community here all that well. Just a little bit, but in Iceland, no, I did not feel alone. It's pretty tight community.
Where are you from in Iceland?
Basically, it's in Reykjavik. capital area. Nobody knows nothing about nothing except for Reykjavik, but it's like a town. It's just it's the capital area. So just you drive to Reykjavik like it's nothing. Take a bus, whatever. But um, I don't feel alone. There are a lot of good friends I have in the Icelandic poker community. So but yeah, it's very tight, and you're playing against your friends a lot of the time. It's pretty fucked up actually. The cash games there, they're like fucking crazy. The blinds are not so high, but as the night goes a little older, then stacks go bigger. The blinds stay the same way. Then we start straddling. There's a lot of we're a fucking alcoholic nation, so the games are fucking crazy. But yeah, that's basically how it is. You can always find some cash game in Iceland, but it's hard to find good tournaments.
Do you go often to Iceland?
No, just around Christmas. Yeah, it's too like just cold and fucking depressing to be there. It's awesome for tourists, but don't live there, guys. Don't live there. Yeah, it's fucked up.
But during daytime, it's kind of dark, isn't it? Like
during the winter, yeah. But then on the during the summer,
it's like
there's no fucking dark. You can't you're going to sleep like 4 a.m. and it's this fucking bright outside. You're like, fuck off, you know.
Have you ever had that rotten fish? This is from Iceland. Rotten shark? No,
no, fermented. That's Swedish.
Oh, Swedish. Yeah.
Huge strömmar.
So in Iceland you don't have that shit.
No, well, we have some fucking other
other disgusting.
Yeah, like, but it's not disgusting. I think it's good, but like some I don't even know the English words for it, but they're eating like fermented shark. That's a thing. I tried one time. I will never try that shit again. So, but yeah, I just like my fucking burgers and pizza.
Yeah, my wife wants to visit Iceland a lot.
Yeah, you should go. Like for tourists, it's fucking awesome. I promise you will not be disappointed.
So yeah, we will visit you.
Yeah. I don't live there, so good luck.
We will tell you to go there, and then we will visit.
I'll tell my mom. She'll host you.
If you were into poker pro, what would you be doing?
The plan was
to play handball,
or football as a pro, but you know, maybe like work with like a coach, shrink, something. Like I like helping people. I don't like helping myself though, but just helping people, whatever, just it gives me something. It's fun. Worked with handicapped children before, and I just really liked it, and it wasn't as much of an effort for me as it was for my colleagues. So yeah, I would probably be working with people, like people that have maybe trouble with like life or whatever. Oh, just not even handicapped, just maybe just people that need help. I just like helping, I guess.
Is your girlfriend Icelandic?
Yeah, she's Icelandic as well. Yeah.
Oh, you don't have any plans to move from Copenhagen?
No, there are no plans, but like eventually we'll probably move back.
Because this is like a pretty amazing place to live.
Also because of my condition, I got this arthritis thingy, so I get all my medicine and like in relationship with my doctors and stuff. So if I move to Iceland, I have to start all over again, get new doctors, and there are some different like medicine regulations because I have to. If I wouldn't be taking my medicine, I wouldn't be functioning just at all. So yeah. But at some point, I'm guessing I'll move back. But fuck the winter. I will not be. I will be just touring. I'll be playing some live tournaments, just whatever. Taking my son with me, I guess.
So it's like dark all day long, or it gets a bit brighter and
summer is bright.
Yeah, I mean during winter.
For winter, yes. I think at like maybe 12, like around noon, you get some sunlight. It's bright, and then like 4 hours. Then it starts getting darker, and like 6, it's all fucking pitch black. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Winter sucks. In Lithuania, winter sucks as well.
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't suck if you have like a nice winter snow and stuff. It's pretty
Yeah,
nice.
it's nice to have snow or whatever, but fucking blizzard, and you go out like, oh, go to your car, all this fucking wind, and getting all the shit in your face, and oh fuck, you have to like scrape all the ice from the windshield. Or you don't have a fucking scraper. You take your credit card, you break your fucking credit card.
Standard. But like, here in Copenhagen, you don't have that.
Oh no. It doesn't really snow. It comes like a little weak shit, but no, just cold. It still is cold here though in the winter.
What is the hardest thing about poker in your opinion?
Like I would say bankroll management, but since we get paid because we're sponsored, it's not as hard as it was. Actually, just isn't hard. But I guess just staying focused. It's so easy to just autopiloting and just playing your C game, like probably like some break even game or whatever. But like staying focused, and then when you're deep in tournaments and stuff, you get tired. Actually, just happened to me last night. I was on a big final table. No, I think final 2 tables, and I made a call. I didn't even think. I just for 2 seconds, fuck it, I call, blah blah blah, and then afterwards, like fuck, just ICM suicide, man. It's just I just killed 1/3 of my stack for just definitely not worth it. And that was just lack of focus, and also like when we're streaming, it takes so much energy. You're attending to the chat, and you're playing. You're not alone with yourself, man. I can fucking grind. I can fucking jerk off and do whatever the fuck, but not on the stream. So we have to be focused on the stream. Da da da. So I think that's the hardest part for me, is that keeping the focus on the game while streaming. Well, after you've been streaming for some time, that's probably
Mm. What's your study technique?
Coach, just meet up with my coach on Discord once a month, and what I do. Then I got this one study buddy that I was basically like, I wasn't coaching him, but he was like new to the game, so I was helping him out, but he was also helping me a lot out because I didn't know anything about solvers or
Yeah, when you teach someone, you kind of learning yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So learn technique is basically coach, and then I talk poker with study buddies. Yeah.
What result would suit you to live the poker career? Which play?
I would never quit
if you hit like $1 million.
If I have $1 million, I would just cash out 900,000 and play whatever the fuck I wanted.
The thing is,
then I would just probably just play Sundays, something like this. It's very hard to. I just recently came from a very long and terrible downswing, so it's hard for me to think about like to quit, because right now I'm very ambitious towards. I just want to keep on crushing. I just want to deliver this what I'm doing right now. But yeah, it's.
Where is it?
Okay. Oh yeah. So, but the number, if I win $2 million, I probably quit playing regularly, because I love like spending time with my son. I like cooking. I like going to the store buying shit, even if I don't even fucking need it. I would probably just be a fucking house dad, and my girlfriend kept on working, and I would always keep on playing poker as a hobby, if I would make that much money. But yeah, say $2 million.
Yeah, if you have a big hit, it's easier than to put more effort learning game.
Yeah, that's also the fun part of it when you're like growing as a player. Even though you're not seeing the results, but you are like you're getting the assurance and being acknowledged by your coach or whatever that your game is improving. That's the most fun part of it all to me. Like, oh fuck yeah, because like last coaching session, my coach said like, wow, I got like a lot of improvements. I've seen it like both on stream, and it really filled me. Like back then, like this month ago, I didn't really have many results to show for it, but he was like giving me compliments on that my game had improved a lot, and that's very, I don't know, fulfilling. It like feel good, and it's just so much fun. Just
fulfilling and motivating as well.
Yeah, it's like bench pressing. You know, like if you were lifting weights, you can lift this much, and then all of a sudden you can lift 20% more than you could before. Then you know that you got some that's some results. So yeah.
Okay, let's have another question, and probably we will need to prepare for the game. Was he trained in a poker school when you play poker? When you play poker online, do you use a player and game information support system software? And in your opinion, who is the best poker player today?
All right.
Few of them are sitting here.
Yeah.
Two out of three.
Yeah. So the third best would probably, like, for me, Phil Ivey will always be the fucking legend. He's the GOAT for me. I do really admire DanielMarPoker as well, because of the longevity he has had in the game, and still just crushing. I was so happy that he won that thing the other day. Just also because I held him once. I held DanielMarPoker on my back.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was in the Bahamas 2011, I think. I was drunk as fuck. Recently talking to Enrique Iglesias and Ana Kournikova. Yeah, it was a surreal night. And then DanielMarPoker was like, oh, like he was like fake fighting on the floor with like it was like a circle around him. He was just, he was drunk as fuck, having fun. And then they were like, he looked at me like, oh, you're a big guy. I'm like, not tall though, but I had like extra 20 kilos on me, but it's all like, and then he jumped on me, like I just took him on my back and I started like running with him, and then I was like, oh wow, I was just holding one of the best poker players of all time. So it was pretty awesome. But yeah, Phil Ivey would be best of all time. He's probably not best at the game today, but like over the time that he's played, and he's still fucking very good. Yeah, Phil Ivey. Yeah, the GOAT.
Do you use any software when you play?
Yeah, like use a HUD. I don't use it that much. Just look at 3-bet thing. Just poker tracker. I use it mostly for just stats and to go over after. Say I go deep in a tournament and I just upload that tournament to my coach, and then he goes over it or something like that. So yeah, that's mainly the software I use.
Yeah, so we got 10 more minutes to heads up. We need to prepare.
All right, man.
So you'll be able to play here.
Okay, good shit.
So yeah, thanks for the
been a pleasure, my man.
For the time you gave, and yeah, guys, that's it for those on YouTube. Thanks for watching.